Hello, hello. Good afternoon, good afternoon. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Maximize Your Monday. Good afternoon, JoJo. What's going on? You better be careful out there. Good afternoon. Welcome to Maximize Your Monday. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I would like to give some of our viewers a chance to join in. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Be sure to do me a favor and invite your followers. Invite your followers to today's segment of Maximize Your Monday. I am super excited about sharing with you today. Why don't you believe? So I need you to invite your followers because today's segment is going to be amazing. Just like all of the rest of our segments, of course. So good afternoon to everyone. My name is LaToya Early. I am a vision coach. I'm an empowerment speaker. I'm an author. I'm a mother. I am a wife. Most of all, I am a woman of God who is walking sternly in her purpose. I am also the founder and CEO of Chase Great Enterprises, where we are constantly changing the momentum of your pursuit to happiness, your pursuit to success, and most of all, your pursuit to purpose. Yes, we are a purpose discovery, vision development resource. We help you first discover your life's purpose, define it, and then develop it into turning it into a purpose-driven business. We can help you turn purpose into profit. We are about creating purpose-driven businesses, helping you turn your natural gift into what is going to sustain you financially. So good afternoon to everyone. Again, please do me a favor and invite your followers. We are going to talk about today, why don't you believe? Thank you so much. We do Maximize Your Monday. We are here every single Monday at noon. Every single Monday we are here at noon, empowering you, encouraging you, and pushing you to chase the greater in you, because we all have something so great and so unique within us. The problem is we don't know how to dig deep and really take hold of our greatness and make it our reality. So today I wanted to talk about why don't you believe? I want you to give yourself that time and ask yourself that question. Why don't you believe? There's been some vision. There's been a vision that you've had. There's been some ideas that you've had. There's been some things that you wanted to become. There's been some things that you've wanted to do. And for whatever reason, you just have not gathered enough confidence to move forward in that idea. Even if you have gathered enough confidence to move forward, you start developing it, you start moving forward in it, and then you've quit. You stop pressing forward. You stop moving in the direction that you wanted to go in because you just lost confidence. You lost faith. And my question to you is, why do you believe? Why don't you believe? Why don't you believe that you are good enough? Why don't you believe that you are creative enough? Why don't you believe that you are valuable enough? Why don't you believe that you are amazing enough? Why don't you believe that you have everything that you need to become the exact person that you were called and created to be? Why don't you believe that? Why don't you believe that you can start your business and be great? Why don't you believe that you can why don't you believe that you can, take that idea and turn it into a multi-million-dollar idea? Why don't you believe that you can take that very unfamiliar gift that you have and turn it into a sensation? Why don't you believe that? Someone said lack of self-confidence. Want to know why we don't believe that? Is because, for number one, no one taught you how. No one taught you how to believe in you. See, people have taught you how to believe in the education system. People have taught you to believe in how to believe. People have taught you how to believe in our government, how to believe in our welfare system. People have taught you to believe how to go and get stuff from people. People have taught you how to believe in other people. People have taught you to believe how to go and chase and ask somebody else to help you do something. But no one has taught you how to believe in you. No one has taught you what it takes to believe in you. No one has taught you what it takes or what believing is. No one told you. See, when you hear about confidence, you always hear about what you look like. They always tell you to keep a haircut or keep your hair done or keep a face full of makeup or make sure your clothes are neat or make sure your clothes are ironed. Make sure you have on the latest fashion. Make sure you're in designer. Make sure you're materialistic. That's the type of confidence that people have instilled in you. Not telling you to believe in who you are. Not telling you that there's something great and unique within you that you need to believe in. See, the reason why we struggle with low self-esteem or self-confidence, lack of self-confidence, is because the enemy has shown us that we have no value. The world has shown us that we have no value. So what we do is we look into the value of others and try to measure ourselves. And once we start measuring ourselves and start seeing how their journey may be greater than where we are, we start thinking that we aren't capable or that we don't have or that we're lacking. And the problem is that we don't have enough people to encourage you and to pour into you and tell you that instead of you believing in the vision of someone else, instead of you believing in what other people have told you, you need to start believing in yourself. One of the reasons why you just can't seem to believe is because no one ever taught you to believe. No one ever taught you to believe. Number two, you don't even know what you believe in. See, we live in a society now, and I'm going to use the millennials as an example. We live in a society now where it's kind of like go with the flow. Do what you want to do. I can live free. I'll let the energy around me create my reality. I don't really know. But the problem is that you're not believing in anything. You don't even know what to believe in. You don't even know, not just that no one ever taught you to believe, but you don't even know what to believe in. See, you've watched other people believe in certain things and it may have failed them. So you've automatically taken their experiences and been applied it to your life. But what you have to recognize is that you need to find the thing that is within you, start believing in it and maximizing in your life. You have a gift. There is something that is so amazing and so unique within you. You have to find out what that thing is. It's time for you to discover it so that you can have something to believe in. You're sitting and you're wondering, why were you created? But you haven't yet once sought after the Creator. How can you learn or recognize who you are? How can you learn and recognize what your assignment is if you won't even go to the person that assigned it to you? You walking around here not believing in anything. It's so funny. A young lady, she just doing on Periscope. Hey, Tiffany. She was talking about being politically correct. I watched her on Facebook Live the other night. Then I went to church on Sunday, and my pastor talked about being politically correct. That's the problem. People want to be so politically correct, and they don't want to offend anyone that they no longer believe anymore because they don't want anyone to become offended of what they believe in. Well, the reason why you aren't rising to the standard, the reason why you aren't reaching your goals, the reason why you aren't being great is because you don't even know what you believe in. So how can you believe in yourself if you won't even take the time to believe in the Creator that created you to believe in what you have within you? What are you believing in? The first one was you've never been taught to believe. Okay, so now you know that you need to believe. The reason why you don't believe is because no one taught you to believe. Now, what are you believing in? What are you believing for? Now, here's my question. You're saying, okay, I believe that I was created to be this successful multimillionaire, right? Okay, cool. That's probably 90% of this world who thinks that. Okay, fine. So while you're believing in that, tell me, how are you going to get to that point? Who do you believe is going to help you take you to that point? Do you think that you can take yourself there by yourself? Don't you think that you need some type of aid, some type of support, some type of push? Oh, wait a minute. So you're depending more on yourself and in people than the person that gave you the gift to take you to that place that you desire. Who do you believe in? What do you believe? Do you know what your purpose is? Do you know what you were placed here to do? Do you know that there are people that are assigned to you that you are supposed to impact? Do you know that there are people who are waiting on you to become great so that they can become great? But guess what? They are no longer believing in them because you stopped believing in you. Why don't you believe? Number 3, you're so afraid of failure. Listen, who's not afraid of failure? Who's not afraid of failing? Who's not afraid of making a mistake? Who's not afraid of me? I'm not afraid. Listen, let me tell you, I've had 7 businesses before Chase Great Enterprises. 7. Yes, I failed 7 times. And the reason why I'm no longer afraid to fail is because in my failure is where I found my success. In my failure is where I found my lane. In my failure is where I've recognized that I can overcome all obstacles. In my failure is where I've recognized that God would never leave me nor forsake me. In my failure is where I learned that all things are possible to those that believe. So tell me again, why don't you believe? Because all the answers are already within you. All of the answers that you need are already embedded in you. Stop trying to conform to the world. Stop trying to fit in. There's something so great and something so unique about you that only God can help you bring forth. But the reason why you won't allow it to bring forth is because, for number 1, you don't want to represent God. And for number 2, you don't want to offend anybody. For number 3, you feel like that what you have is not good enough. Those are all tricks of the enemy. The enemy comes to kill, steal, and destroy. He comes to distract you from your destiny. Don't let distractions disrupt your route to destiny. If you are ready to be great, if you are ready to chase the greater in you, if you are ready to be amazing, then you have to start believing, and not just believing in the gift that you was given, but you have to start believing in the person that gave you the gift, because through him is what's going to make your gift manifest. So while you're sitting and you thinking that you have this amazing ability to do whatever it is that you have to do, and the reason why it's not excelling or it's not growing is because you are not seeking the source. You think that you are a resource, but you haven't sought after the source. If you are ready to become the resource of the world as you were intended to be, you have to allow the source to be allowed to lead you. What are you believing in? So listen, we are here every single Monday, right? And every Monday, I have an empowering word that I want to share with you. I want to encourage you. I want to help you push forward in your week. I want to help you make your week better. But today, I just feel like that every week after week, you guys jump on with me. You guys follow me, but you still haven't made a decision. It's like you're on that seesaw. 1 minute you up, 1 minute you down. 1 minute you up, 1 minute you down. My question to you is, when are you going to make the decision to stop believing in what the world is telling you and start believing in what God has shown you? When are you going to make the decision to start believing in the gifts that you have? When are you going to start believing that you have value? That yes, there are 2 types of people. You can have an entrepreneur and you can be an entrepreneur. What are the differences between the two? An entrepreneur is someone who takes their vision and they go out and they start their own business. An entrepreneur is someone who takes their gift and help the vision grow. They are strategically designed to walk into a place and use their gift to help that business grow. Well, the reason why we can't really fully operate in our gift is because we stop believing in the gift that we have. So now we're willing to take whatever we can get. There are some of you who are not supposed to be working 9 to 5s. There are some of you who are not supposed to be working for someone else, but because you don't believe enough in yourself to know that you have everything that it takes to be exactly what you want to be, you just settle. You just go to work and you settle. You just go into your 9 to 5 and you settle. I think I told you guys this last week. While you're settling, you're stealing. Not only are you stealing from your employer because you're not giving them your all, that's not what you really want to do. You're just there just to get a paycheck, but you're stealing from yourself. You're stealing your value. The more that you feed into something else that does not develop your value, you're stealing from yourself. You're not helping the people grow. There are people who are assigned that are supposed to be impacted by your gift, by your purpose. But if you decide not to step into your gift, if you decide not to step into your purpose, you've made made a decision to settle and struggle. So many people have come to the point where they're okay with surviving the struggle, that they stop striving for success. Like, who does that? If I know that I can go buy my cousin's bridge card every week, I'm good. But if I know that in order for me to eat, I have to work, then it changes the dynamics of things. Stop cheating yourself. Stop settling for things that are beneath your value. Stop settling for things that are beneath your purpose. You have something so immaculate about your gift. It may not look like everyone else. Listen, let me tell you something. Let me share something with you. When God created you, He created every strand of hair on your head to be different. Your eyes are different. Your nostrils are different. Your lips are different. When your left and your right is different. One side is bigger than the other. One side's function is stronger than the other. Have you ever noticed that? So if God was meticulous enough to make you different, why wouldn't He give you a gift or a purpose that will stand apart from someone else that you've seen? Stop thinking that because your gift looks like someone else that you're supposed to do it that way. Your gift was given to you, and you need to learn how to maximize it. For whatever reason, I got to go here. For whatever reason, I'm getting ready to go here. And this is something different. Jarrell, are you still on my live feed? If you still on live, I want you to type that you're still here, because I have something I want to say to you. So I know this is a little left. It's all the way left. But for whatever reason, I have to say this to Jarrell. So if you're still on here, Jarrell, let me know. But the reason why you have not yet moved closer into your purpose, closer into your destiny, is because you have not found a reason good enough to believe. And I want to share with you that reason. I want to share with you why you need to believe. Why do you need to believe in you? Because if you don't believe in you, how can you expect anyone else to? Just as plain as that. If you don't believe that the gifts that were given to you, if you don't believe that you have purpose, if you don't believe that you're valuable, if you don't believe that you are amazing, if you don't believe that what you have can change the world, why should anybody else believe? See, we live in a time, and I'm getting this from my husband, we live in a time where everybody want to be discovered. Oh, I just want to be discovered. Like, I want somebody to walk past me and stop and say, oh my God, you sing? Oh my, I can use you. And if no one ever discovers you, then you never think that you're valuable enough. Well, why don't you stop waiting for someone else to discover you and you discover yourself? How about that? Because by you discovering yourself, there's so much more value that is presented to you when you know who you are, instead of waiting for the validation of someone else for them to think that they know who you are. Because even what they tell you is limited. You know your value. You know where you're going. You know that you have greatness, but you have to first discover that greatness so that we can take it to unlimited heights. Let me tell you, when you find out who you are, when you find out whose you are, when you find out your purpose, there is an unlimited possibility of success in your life. You make the decision to create your lane. You make the decision whether or not you're going to chase the greater within you. You make the decision whether or not you're going to be a leader or if you're going to always follow. Who are you and what are you going to decide to do? Who are you going to believe in? Again, my question for today was, why don't you believe? Why? Why don't you believe? Like, it's frustrating me, y'all. I know, I'm sorry. Why don't you believe? Why? Number one is because no one taught you to believe. Okay, so we can't talk about what we didn't know. All we can talk about is what we know at this moment, right? So now I've just taught you why you need to believe, right? So now that's no longer an excuse. Now you know why you need to believe, right? You need to believe because if you don't believe, who will? Number two, you don't know what to believe in. Okay, cool. Well, we've already crossed that out as well, because there's two things that you need to believe in. First, you need to believe in the creator who created you. That's for number one. You can't go anywhere without believing in the source. If you want to be a resource, you first need a source. Well, God is my source. He's the one that provides me the ability to use my gift as a resource. So if you want to be a resource, then I tell you to seek him first above all things. So you need to develop a relationship with God so that he can show you who you are. How can you recognize or know why you were created if you never seek the creator? Who created you? Your mama and your daddy didn't create you. They were just used as incubators. You need to find out who is the one that planted the seed in the belly. You need to find out who is the one that called you here, who gave you the value. You need to seek your creator. You need to seek the source if you plan to use your gift as a resource. Again, your creator is God. Let me be sure about that, because I don't want anybody to think that I'm going around the topic. Your source is God. He says, seek him first above all things. Lastly, is you're afraid of failing yourself. But through failure, success is revealed. Through failure, when I tell you that time after time when I thought I had it right and I really didn't, is where I learned how to take my gift to the next level. Through failure is where I learned that God has my back. Through failure is where I learned that God has given me something that I need to make the world a better place. Listen, the reason why our nation is so chaotic is because everybody don't know their position. They don't know their position because they never sat down to discover who they were. So, again, thank you so much for joining me for Maximize Your Monday. I am here every single Monday at noon. And if you need, if you would like to know any more information about us, please visit us at www.chasegreatenterprises.com. We are a purpose discovery vision development coaching firm. We do help you first discover your life's purpose. We help you define it, and then we develop it into a purpose-driven business. Yes, we teach you how to turn purpose into profit. Listen. Oh, let me tell you this. So if you guys can see my shirt, it's a purpose party. We are having a purpose party tonight. Yes. So listen, if you have not registered for Maximize Your Monday Live, I need you to visit maximizeyourmonday.eventbrite.com and go ahead and get your ticket. We have sold out of our early bird tickets, but you can purchase a ticket. It's only $10. Come out. Join us tonight if you want to be surrounded with a group of innovators, with a group of purpose pusher enthusiasts. I challenge you to join us. It's from 4 to 7 tonight in Royal Oak. Go to the site and you'll know the exact location. But it's tonight from 4 to 7 in Royal Oak, Michigan. So I do hope that you can join us if you are in the Michigan area. If you are not in the Michigan area, we'll create some type of virtual thing where you can come hang out with us as well. Thank you so much for joining me today for Maximize Your Monday. I truly appreciate you. Please email me at info@chasegreatenterprises.com. Again, that's info@chasegreatenterprises.com. Visit our site, chasegreatenterprises.com, or purposeparty.info. Have a wonderful day and be blessed.